What was Brooklyn King Radio? It was pirate radio frequency 1002.96. It was raw. It was crazy. It wasn't hood. It was neighborhood. See, if it was going down in New York City or any of the 5 boroughs, we were on it. Before there were podcasts, there was Shoutcast Radio. Before there was iTunes, there was Winamp and LimeWire. And before there was anything called the Breakfast Club, there was already a show in New York with 2 crazy guys and 1 woman keeping it all together. These are the archives of Brooklyn King Radio, the wildest show that you never heard of.
Last movie on my list is a little known movie, because I know a lot of you youngsters out there, you won't know this movie. It's called The Fog. The Fog is a good fucking movie. It was done by John Carpenter. John Carpenter was a sick ass white man, boy. Before Clive Barker and his Hellraisers, there was fucking John Carpenter. And John Carpenter was the fucking master of horror for his time. Only John Carpenter could have came up with a movie about some shit that's inside the fucking fog. So basically, when it rains and the fog comes, we gotta all go in the house quick because there's some shit out in the fog trying to kill us. And the fog was slick. You couldn't just close the door. If the fog could get under the door, it's gonna get in. That's what's fucked up about that shit. It was some real deal shit.
And the thing is, they would get curious and shit. You see the fog, they open the door and shit.
Yeah.
And you hear them change.
Yeah. Yep.
What's that?
Yep.
That's the fog.
Oh.
That shit fucked me up as a kid, man.
Exactly.
That shit scared the shit out of me.
I was fucked up as well. But like any kid, you got big eyes and you sit there and you watch the whole shit. Now see, the fog. The story of the fog is a story of betrayal. It's a really good story. Okay, listen. Let's say we're on this island, white island, whole bunch of white people, right? Turns out centuries ago on that very same island, betrayal took place. Okay? Let's say like on that island, all descendants of the people on that island right now, there were some Indians on the island. They killed all the Indians, beheaded them and killed the shit out of them. Then years later, the ghost of them Indians is after their descendants. That's basically what the fog was about. The fog was about these motherfuckers on this island that got shafted. It was a bunch of fucking leopards. Back then, there was the people with leprosy. They got shafted and shit, man. They got fucked over by the descendants of these people from this fucking island and shit. But when the fog comes, these motherfuckers come and they kill these motherfuckers. But they are looking for one thing. They are looking for this gold. That's what it was. They was looking for the fucking gold and shit that they was promised years ago. And they won't stop killing. It's a curse. They won't stop killing until they get their gold. It was a dope ass movie, and they got their gold in the end too. But it was a good ass fucking movie, man. I suggest people go out there and rent that shit if you could find it. I happen to have that shit. Yeah, I happen to have that shit.